So in this part two, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break down the actual, I'm going to break down the people involved in my case, right? So, and then the background. So I had, it's actually three people involved, but in my case, for whatever reason, the state never talked about the person that was found with the gun on my case. So I'll bring up the charges on the screen. The state never talks about them. So that's I don't know why, because you would think that to shore up their case, they would have to say, "Hey, yo, he gave me the gun," or blah blah blah. They never got that. For whatever reason, he just pops up with this other person's gun. So this is insane work. But this is just to show you how disgusting the Philadelphia police and dirty cops are. All right, one, and the witnesses on my case, which were just used to be friends, and one of them was my ex. So I'm just going to mention the two people, but you'll see the name in the paperwork. The one person is my ex, Alexandrea Greenwood. And then you have Xavier Hagins, which is my ex-friend. Now, as to his background, I'll start with Xavier Hagins. Xavier Hagins was an ex-friend. We were never really close. We were okay. He didn't particularly like me growing up because we were totally different in ages. Xav was like a senior in high school when I was just getting into high school. And I've known him since I was like 10, 11 years old. His brother was one of my best friends. His brother was actually killed in 2005. And one of the reasons why I was even chilling with Xav or his family was because his brother, literally, me and his brother was let's just say we was doing business. And his brother came to me and asked me, "Yo, can you help me?" That's literally what he said. And this is Wallahi. He said, "Can you help me? I have some child support that I want to pay off. And, I want to do this." I told him I didn't think that it was a good idea. But he was my old head. He's older than me. So, if I felt like if I can help you, I would. But I never thought it was a good idea, especially him. Especially him. And the reason with him specifically is because he was always working. He was the reason why I started getting a job, like while I worked. I remember the day he stopped working at Target. I was there that night. Like, he got into a whole argument with some guy working at Target, and he left the job. And I went and picked him up. And it bothers me still to this day because, if anybody's ever lost a friend, you always want to have these things that go in your head about, things that you wish you had did different. You know what I'm saying? I thank God because I had a lot of guilt for a while, and I actually thank God because you can't. It's some things you can never get rid of. It's some things you can never get rid of. Like there's some things that even if you like, there's no amount of justice can get that off of you. Well, but they did. He did get it off me. He got it off me by doing what he did to me on this case. And what he did was. What I didn't know was that their family more than likely always blamed me, which is to me is insane. One, I would never even be around y'all. One, I made a promise to my friend that if anything was to happen to him, that I would take care of his family afterwards, and he made the same promise to me. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it was one way or, I knew something was going to happen to him, something like that. So it was just more like one of them things that anybody would do. I would have did that with anybody, you know what I'm saying? And I still do it. Like, that's the thing about, about me that I don't do anymore. I don't do this anymore just because of all the things that's happened to me. When you are this loyal or when you are this giving, when you are this selfless, you're going to be used and you're going to be abused. There's a difference too, because it'd be one thing if you're used, but you're going to be abused. And so there goes, that's the one. I was only dealing with him for that. So it was only, if you need something, call me type of relationship. I didn't go over there and chill with him or none of that stuff. It was literally only that type of relationship. There's a reason why I'm saying this, because wait till you see the paperwork. So then we have Alexandria Greenwood. But like I said, that was my ex-girlfriend. Like, mind you, this girl, I'm dealing with her for 3 years, right? She starts cheating on me the first year into the relationship. All right, cool. I didn't actually start being with her like in a solid way the first year anyway, for real. But she was fucking my friends, which to me is like, it is, to me, that's like this, that's the beginning of whoredom. Like, you mean, and to me, that's just normal shit. Like, that's normal whore work. It's not surprising to me. See, what she doesn't know is that I've been through that before. Like, I like, when I say been through that before, very close. She wouldn't know that because I don't talk about stuff like that. That's none of her business, one. And truthfully, like, people will still think that I get mad at shit. Like, the cat out of the bag now for real. So I can't, it's hard for me to, to go over, but I don't get mad over relationship stuff. That's why we never argued like that. I don't get mad. I gotta fake get mad because, I feel like with women, if you don't look like you're invested into a relationship, like argue back with them or stuff like that, they're gonna look like they ain't invested, that you're not invested in it. They'll start to pull back. So you gotta like act like you jealous sometimes and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care, yo. Because one, I don't control people. Like, I'm not a controller of people. I got my own shit going on. So I never can worry about what people are doing. That's just not something I have to worry about. I don't do things for people to do things like they just did to me. This is just like, this should have never happened. That's how I know that, they got whatever, they got their own issues coming to them because this is not something that should have happened to me. One. So this is the type of character this woman is in the first place. This is just what she was on in the first place. Now, mind you, in the relationship, I say she's having sex with my friends. The how do I say this? The backstabbingness, the evil intent of these two people, of the plotting, the scheming, the setting up, to me is one of those things that it saved me. It changed my life. Like, and I never would think that a person would ever do this, let alone, I would never even thought of this. Like, I would never think that you, like, why'd you do it? Like, what would make you, what did you hate about me so much? You know what I'm saying? So now it shows that somebody can hate you that much for no reason. So what it does is it opens up a whole door for me, because there's a lot of things that I used to say would never happen. I'm like, oh, this would never happen to me and stuff like that. Then it happens to you. Allah has a way of doing that. God has a way of humbling you. Life will humble you. And when it happens, that's why I say I don't care about the relationship stuff, because when it happens, you're like, oh, that's what this feels like. So now you don't even, there's nothing you, like, what you going to do? I can't feel it. You know what I'm saying? So when this happened, I was just more shocked than anything. I was more shocked because I was like, damn, this is a very salty feeling. Was I shocked that she was a liar? No, I knew she was a liar anyway. Was I shocked that she would go through the extent of her lies and schemes? Yeah, for sure. Because I gave you no reason for you to do that to me. I did nothing to you for that. So for people that are, I want people to see this, like, for a man that is a giver like me, a man that is a supporter like me. Like, if a friend comes to you, all of them come to me. Here, can you save me? These type of people are really just like the scum of the earth. Like, these people they don't have nothing. They can't get nothing right. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a light, if you are a certain type of light, yo, and you keep getting people gravitating around you, why you think they're there, bro? They there to bring you down. I promise you, yo. They don't like you. They don't love you. You not they bro. You not none of that, yo. They don't like you. They don't fuck with you. It's your energy that they don't like. These people, yo, when I tell you the world is exposing themselves for the jealousy and envy, the world is doing this. Jesus gives it best. Bro, Jesus never said he was king of the Jews. Think about that for a second. They crucified Jesus, yo. They put Jesus out there. Oh, you think you so good? They even put King of the Jews as a sign on the crucifix. You know, one thing about this is it don't get more disgusting than this. It doesn't get more disgusting than the type of people that we have on this earth, yo. Like you have to understand, bro, that they are around you to bring you down, yo. And you're going to say things like, no, that's my bro. He ain't going to bring me down and all this other stuff, yo. And just because it hasn't happened to you yet. And I'm not wishing no bad on you, bro. I'm trying to save people. I'm trying to save people from hating, jealous ass niggas, man. Real rap. Because that's all I had in my life was niggas like that. And what the problem with that is, yo, they're going to turn you into a beast, yo. They're going to turn you into a monster, yo. They're going to turn you into something that you don't want to be. I'm telling you, yo, they're going to turn you into something that you're not going to want to be, yo. And you're going to lose, you might lose your freedom, yo. And this is something, and I promise you, man, I hope that somebody can take this and learn from it, yo. Because the last thing you want to do is a kind, good-hearted person losing their freedom for looking out for everybody. They not going to like you, yo. They not. Like just my attraction alone, men didn't like. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's sad. It's sad shit. And of course, a man gonna be like, oh man, I ain't never been like. They're gonna say anything. They gonna say anything, yo. Getting money, getting women, confident. I could rumble. They don't like that. So they'll do anything to bring you down. I'm gonna get him rolled on. I'm gonna get him robbed. I can't even tell you how many friends I had set me up like that. Like, you gotta understand, this is a real this is a dirty game, and there's no loyalty out here, yo. It's none. There's no loyalty. And they gonna act like they loyal. This is how crazy it is, yo. They gonna act like they loyal. There's no loyalty, yo. Stick by yourself. Stick by yourself, yo. It's gonna make you tougher, yo. I promise you, yo. It's gonna make you tougher. And you're gonna be able to get away with a lot more stuff. Straight like that. I mean that. I mean it. I mean it, yo. That, like, when I tell you, when I say that, yo, I'm saying that not for you to do something like that. I'm saying that because it's a guarantee you're going to turn into a monster, yo. It's a guarantee. Because when you see my paperwork and you see what I had to go through, yo, I want people to think about what they would have did in my case. What you would have did. What you would have done. First of all, half you niggas can't even take your girl fucking your friend anyway. You can't even overlook that. That's light compared to what I've experienced. Compared to losing thousands of dollars. Scammed. My daughter scammed. She's sitting there lying to my child. Like she loved my child and all this other stuff. Stop it. You seen the text messages and stuff like this. Stop it. Cut it out. Like, this is the type, yo, these type of women, yo, these type of women are destroying our country. They destroying our country, yo. They giving niggas fake cases. If you're successful, if you're successful, you got some type of status in it, they bring you down. All off of hate and jealousy. This is what you gotta deal with, y'all. This is the type of world that we live in, and this is what you gotta deal with. And especially in our communities. In the minority community, this is guaranteed. Yo, my ex lied about being raped. Like, this is like, what? disgusting. Like this is a level of disgusting that honestly, like I don't even want to make a joint like this. Because the level of disgusting, she don't deserve me even saying her name. Like this is disgusting work, yo. But this is our communities. This is the type of foul shit we have in our communities, y'all. This type of scum. I just, you know, when I look at our society now, all I see is scum. That's really all I see, yo. I see people in these positions of power that aren't worthy of these type of positions. And what's going to happen is people who are like me, like the prophets were, like what I said, if you are like that, you're going to get these people saying, man, I don't want to be in politics. All they do is lie. I'm not a liar, so I'm not being in politics. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to be the liars that's going to rule over you. See, that's something I had to learn, is that the punishment for good people, the punishment for good, honorable people for not taking these type of positions is being ruled by the types of piece of shit that we have being ruled by now. And this is the punishment, y'all. This is the punishment. And like I said, so that's the backstory. So I was with her for 3 years. And as I go into the case, you understand why I presented it that way. One of the things I will say is this: my relationship with her wasn't as rocky, even with like the weird shit with the cheating and all that stuff. It wasn't really that rocky. The reason why I was even extra numb in our relationship was because I was getting high the whole time. So when I get high, yo, my whole mind is in different places. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even participating in like what's going on, like, you know what I'm saying? And truthfully, that's kind of just been the type of person I've been anyway. Like I don't really participate even in worldly stuff. Because when I look at like society, yo, I would never, it's stuff that I see society do, I would never condone. I would never, like, this is just something I don't want no parts of, so I stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I mean by I was far away from it. And the only reason why I even thought about like being in a relationship and getting married and things like that is because that I'm Muslim, and this is what my covenant is. This is not just getting married to a woman. I'm getting married and making a covenant to God. So this is just something that was important to me. It wasn't important to her, obviously. I was being played for a fool, but you know, it's just something that was important to me. So, you know, I mean, this is something that will be fulfilled, you know, in my lifetime. But, you know, alhamdulillah, that's minor stuff. I want to stick to this stuff because I don't want to go too far off. So what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to load this joint up, and I'll go into the how the case started. So, and I also give you leading up to that too. Xav was already doing weird stuff. So I already knew that a setup was coming. I knew something was going on because one day he calls me 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning or something. Never did this before. He called me at 3 in the morning. He like, yo, what you doing right now? I'm like, nigga, it's 3 in the morning. I was actually making cheesecake. Like, I was making cheesecake 3 in the morning, yo. This is how high I am. Yeah, man. So I'm like, bro, it's 3 in the morning. What you want, yo? He like, yo, I need you to come right now. We gonna go fuck somebody up. So mind you, automatically, my attendance is up. So I'm like, oh man. So I'm like, all right. You know, should I bring my tools with me? Like, you mean? So He like, no, don't. I did anyway, but either way, he said no. He said no, don't. So I didn't. I did, but he wouldn't have known that. But there's a reason why I'm telling you this backstory, because one, he never did that before. But if he needed my help, I would be there. That's the whole point of making that promise, because these are things that can happen. If you have, everybody knows what I mean by this. What happened was, I would tell you what happened when I went there. His wife's best friend's husband. This could be a setup too. I don't even know if this really happened. This is how crazy it is, but I think this really happened though, because I seen her face. His wife's best friend husband, her husband, punched her in the face. Like, this is funny. This has got to be the craziest shit in the world. So they over there having whatever conversation they have, and they're arguing or whatever. He decides to beat them both up. So like, broke her glasses, broke her nose and shit like that. So that's why he made that phone call, and I went over there. So, but the reason why I say that it could have been a setup is, and this has happened to me multiple times in my life too, is we went all looking around and everything. I seemed more overzealous than he was. So this is for anybody that's out there. This is a way you can get yourself killed, y'all. Being this loyal. I ran myself right into a trap. And it's the same way that I caught my case too. This is running into a trap, yo. And this could also be somebody testing the water to see if you gonna come. So, I want people, I would never want a sucker to lose their life to a real sucker. Like, not a real sucker. I don't know if y'all suckers, but I would never want a person that, like, I would never want you to lose your life to somebody like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person is a real piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I wouldn't want nobody to, like, I would want to give you game so you would see this type of behavior. Like, you would never want to lose your life to somebody. You would be salty as shit losing your life to somebody like this. You know what I'm saying? However way it happened, you would just be like, I can't believe this nigga just killed me. You would be salty as shit because he that much of a corny boy, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that, a person's thorough, it matters if a person's thorough or not. But you would be mad at yourself. You would be, if so that's, I'm gonna give you that backstory. And look, even worse, I come back in the house. Mind you, I was making cheesecake. So I come back in the house. Shorty, this is my ex. What happened on? So I'm like, man, whatever, yo. I'm like, Xavier called me and I had to do something real quick. She like, how do I know that he called you? You could be going to go cheat. I'm like, what the fuck? For mind you, she's cheating. So, I know this. I know this. Soon as even if I didn't know no better because of just how perceptive I am, I would have knew at that moment because I said, sweetheart, hold on. 2 in the fucking morning, you see me leave. You see me leave, up and leave. What the fuck? I would have more fucking hiding ability than that. So you just see me leave. You think I'm leaving out of your fucking bed to go fuck another bitch? Like I'm gonna roll out of your bed to go fuck somebody else. This weird shit. I'm like, this is stupid. This is stupid shit. And I was making cheesecake. Look, I had to take the cheesecake and put it back in the oven and shit like that. So I'm like, yo, I was over here cooking and everything. Like he needed me. It was an emergency or something. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never tell her all that because it's none of her business. See, that's another thing. Like I don't even have these type of conversations with any woman that I'm ever with. She would never know what I do anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like this is another thing, like probably more than likely reason why I won't never probably get married. I mean, because that's probably your big, but I don't even care for real. I don't even care. I don't like, I have my own business. I don't ask you what you do, where you go, shit like that. So don't clock me. You know what I'm saying? This is just not something I want done for me either. You know what I mean? So, and I ain't gonna clock you. You big? So, but that's kind of how that transpired. So to me, honestly, yo, I think that in both situations, that right there is a key defining moment, because at that moment, there's two things that took place. One, not only I knew my girl was a cheater, but she knew that I would up and leave. He did too. So now he sees a weakness. This is a weakness that can be exploited. That's why I'm trying to tell another person, don't be disloyal. Don't be disloyal, yo. And if a person's inviting you to do something illegal, don't do it. Do not do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Please don't do it. Please do not do it, yo. Don't do it. Because not only will they tell on you, but then they're going to act like you told on them. This is how crazy life is, yo. This is the saddest. This is the way life is right now, yo. So, don't do it, yo. Save yourself. Save yourself from this type of, monstrous stuff, yo. Because my thing is this, right? And this is what I thought the whole time when I was even out there, yo. I'm like, bro, this is your wife. Why you call me? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of behavior other people. This is sad stuff. Don't be a crash dummy, yo. Don't be a crash dummy so other people can exploit you. Don't let your heart be that, yo. And I see a lot of young boys right now. I see a lot of young men right now going to jail right now, being a crash dummy for their friends. Don't do it, yo. Don't do it. Don't do it, yo. Don't be one of the crash dummies for these goofy, these people, yo, when I tell you how silly and goofy these people is, yo, you wouldn't even want to waste a minute with them. I would never hang with them. I would never, when I tell you, like now, I really limit who I deal with, yo, because these people they not even sturdy enough to be in my presence. You can't even breathe my air. I don't even want you breathing my air, yo. Real rap. That's how I feel, yo. I really will feel that way. Like these people are so much scum. They're so much type of piece of shits that you just don't want to hang with them. And in the Bible in Corinthians, it says that you should stay away from these type of people. And I'm gonna bring it up. It's Corinthians 5:11, I think. And then in the Quran, it says the same thing. I should never take these people as an ayuliya or a helper. So, that's in a surah Nisa, so it's in this fourth surah. I'll bring that up. I'll pull that up too. So these are things that I shouldn't have did in the first place. But my loyalty and my promise, when I make a promise, I intend to keep it. So the promise that I made kept me handcuffed and kept me stupid. So this is something that other people can see it, recognize it. And make sure it doesn't happen to you, yo. That's all I care about, yo. Because nobody should go through what I went through. This is not something other people should go through. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should be, getting evidence placed on them by the gun violence task force and all that. This is crazy work. This is stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And this shouldn't happen to the next person. So, or having a fat, ugly duckling lining you up and all that. Like, come on, like what? Like, you mean, like, come on, yo. Like, you don't want that. You don't want that type of work done to you, yo. So, make sure that y'all are smart enough to see it and, elevate past these people, yo. Elevate past them. They're not worth it. And I'll get to the affidavit and all the paperwork. Obviously, I'm gonna scroll up on the joint. So I'm going.